Let's today we will try to explore the relations between the kapha and the brain. So we discussed a couple of days earlier vata and pitta, the relation to the brain. Now we see the kapha and the brain. Kapha, we all know it's a stability. It gives an anatomy. It gives a structural formation of the human body. The existence of human body, it's only because of kapha. So how does it manifest in the brain? So entire brain tissues, neurons, axons, and all the structures, uh, which is the prefrontal cortex and emotional brain, the limbic system, the thalamus, hypothalamus, the structure, pineal gland, pituitary gland, and the pons, medulla, all these things. The structural formation is done by kapha, and pitta is for cognition, and vata is the movement of the thoughts. All the neurotransmissions done by the vata. So, what are the things we need to understand here with reference to the brain? Stability, stiratva. In Ayurveda, it's called as stiratva, stability. But it creates a stable structural format in the brain. Also, the mental stability. Two things we need to understand: the mental faculty. How does the kapha with the mental faculty, the kapha with the structural brain. Mental faculty is a non-existential phenomena. The structure of the brain is an existential phenomena. And if you have a stability in the mind, you have a stable structural format of the brain, then you will not be provoked or disturbed quickly by anybody. That's one point. Second, dhriti. We already discussed the memory is present in the hippocampus. Dhriti is retention, it retains. One of the qualities of the kapha is the long-term memory we discussed when we are studying, in the books. Long-term memory. So the retaining capacity of all the memory is processed into the uh, into the hippocampus level. Okay, that's one thing. Structurally, the hippocampus is formed by kapha, and also it helps the supports the memory process also here. And that's what dhriti, it's called as dhriti. So it is sthirata, dhriti, then snigdhata. All the soft tissues. The brain is completely 70% of the water only it is, isn't it? So all the cerebrospinal fluid which is flowing outside that, then interventricular fluid secretions and everything, the neural matter. We all know that the neural matter, pia matter, all these things, the flow of cerebral, the stickiness of this area, which is also is controlled by the, which manifested by the kapha V, which is we call as tarpaka kapha, we call in Ayurveda, and shanti, which it gives the calmness in the brain, a balanced kapha. So all the yogis, if you see, they are very calm and peaceful. The calmness, what does it mean, calmness? Such as parasympathetic reactions, parasympathetic elevations creates the calmness, And sympathetic is always aggressive and stress, nervousness, mental worries, those kind of stuff. It is, and when you have this kind of calmness, you cannot be provoked unnecessarily, isn't it? And when kapha is balanced, we all know that it's calmness, thinking capacity, and the remaining, the memory of all those things. What happens if they are aggravated? Mental fog, brain fog. These days is very common with the brain fog and sluggishness and mental heaviness and excessive sleep. You know, excessive sleep. It's also tamas we call it. If we are sleeping normally, that's fine. If you have an excessive sleep, then that's the problem. The lethargy or depression. Depression is one of the reasons for depression is the increased level of kapha in the brain and the dullness and the stagnation of thoughts. Thoughts and all. These thoughts are not moving. That short thought should move. So that is not happening. So balancing of kapha in the mind, it's very very important here. And there are some herbs that are available which stimulate these things. Vacha, Acorus calamus is extremely good. Any gugulu preparations and trika to light, warm, spicy foods, avoid excess dairy, sugar, and all those things. We all know. And most important, beautiful thing is exercises, and most important is Kapalabhati Pranayam. Kapalabhati Pranayam and Brahmari Pranayam, my favorite. They are extremely good. And all these things we are going to discuss in the our first year course, which are going to start soon from 11th September 2026. So I request everybody to join us and learn much more knowledge in Ayurveda. We are teaching everything which is related to uh, neuroscience and Ayurvedic topics, references to them, all these things. Okay, please join us from September 11th onwards. Okay.